Welcome to the SF Youth Soccer blog video. Here I'm going to introduce to you how the blogs will work for your relative age and level of play, and what we want you to do with the information that we're about to give you. So you can begin by visiting sfyouthsoccer.com/home to visit the homepage. Scroll across the top bar to coach, and then scroll down and find SFYS curriculum. Under the curriculum button, you'll find this page of information: 7v7, 9v9, 11v11. In the previous video, you should have seen the SFYS at home introduction, and you can click on the SFYS at home under here to take it away there. You can share that with your players, you can share that with your families. Moving further down, we have some overview and information. We have the 7v7 soccer season and the 9v9 soccer season, which I will show you in a second. The US soccer curriculum under 11v11 is aimed at those 11v11 coaches. Now, the SFU soccer leagues of recreational do not do 11v11, and we don't do it until we get to U13 in the competitive divisions. And the divisions are much smaller at that age. So if you are an 11v11 coach and your club doesn't provide you with the information for coaching and curriculum, then visit the US soccer curriculum, because that's what US soccer is pushing. That is what SF Youth Soccer also recommends. You coach 7v7. Click onto the 7v7 soccer season. That's going to take you to the sfyouthsoccer.org/blog/7v7 curriculum. So you can just visit sfyouthsoccer.org/blog and it will bring you to the overview page. Click onto 7v7 and scroll down. Here you are going to find the contents of what a PDF curriculum would be, all just relative on a web page for you. We'll start with the rules. Now you can click that will take you to the game day rules. We talk about the nuances of 7v7, things like having a build outline, things like the offside rule being a little more fluid at 7v7 and introductory levels than it is later on. We explore who your players are so you can begin to understand who the players are that you coach. If you are coaching your own child, there's a very good chance that you're coaching 10 of your own child, so bear that in mind. We have leadership through sport, which is a huge mission of San Francisco Youth Soccer, and we really want you to explore how you can promote leadership within your own team, the expectations of you as a coach and the expectations of your players of you as a coach and the expectations of your players. We have our curriculum broken into two parts. How is the SFYS at home? We want your players to go and learn how to play at home with a sibling, with a friend, with a neighbor, with their parents. How will include key skills like controlling the ball. It will include key skills like striking the ball. All of that you should have seen in the previous SFYS at home introductory video. So that when the players come to your practice, you can work on why. In the forum that's linked right here, you will see that you can go in and find a session plan and a video for every single week of a 10-week season. We recommend that you use the same plans, the same game flow each week. Why? Because we think that kids will learn best from playing. If they're at home working on the how, they can come to practice and work on the why. They don't need to stand in lines and work on passing the ball back and forth because they've been doing it with a wall or with somebody else at home. So within the why, you'll see a highlight to the 7v7 forum. Click onto that, scroll down, and it will give you two options to explore for your training. Right now we have OST training, out of school time, and that is because of the current pandemic. There will be links to session plans within that folder that will help you structure non-contact practices. When we get into a regular season, you will be able to access the same training plans in there that will build on 10-week typical training and game season for you. Within that, we want you to post comments, we want you to post questions. If you are coaching 7v7 soccer for this first time in the spring, you will have 3 total seasons of 7v7. Or in a regular first year of 7v7, we would start in the fall, then you play in the spring, then you move up an age group, but you still play 7v7 for that fall and for that spring. So over the 4 seasons, we think you should use the same session plan 4 times. There are lots and lots of progressions that you can add into every session plan. If your players are adapting and picking up the understanding of what you are trying to get, there will be comments within the session plan of how you can challenge them further. All of this, of course, is underpinned by the how, but we really want you to challenge them on the why when they come to practice. The why will be based around games. It will be based around you setting up some format of a small-sided game and helping the players work through the problems that are presented in the game. It's very much less structured than it would be with cones and with passing back and forth. Now, this curriculum is a suggestion. We don't expect you to follow it if you don't want to. We are trying to promote the game of soccer. The best way we think we can do that is by building a 2-part curriculum. Number 1 is how, which is going to be shared with every single member of San Francisco Youth Soccer and ideally everybody within San Francisco. We want everybody to learn how to play soccer. And they're going to do that with the videos that you saw in the SFYS at Home program. Then the why, they are going to expect that from you when they come to practice. They're going to expect how to play with the why. We want them to come and have the best experience they can have. So when you go back to the SFU Soccer blog and you scroll down, you'll see the game. You will see a style of play and a game model. If you took part in the symposium last year, you would have gone through the initial openings of what a game model really is and how you might begin to identify what your game model is. We'll explore formations and then player positions and profiles to help everybody understand what it is they're doing within the great chaos of a 7v7 soccer game. This is the curriculum. It's much deeper than just here is a session plan because we want everybody to be able to play the ball wide and attack from across. It's about learning who your players are, learning what the expectations around it are, and then setting the players up for the best success possible, and that includes building our leadership component. All of this is done within the forum, and we want you to always please leave a reply for us. We want to build a community of coaches, and we want you to be part of that with your comments, with your questions, and then help us build this soccer world.